Hey folks, welcome back. I hope you're doing well out there. This is just a quick pop on the camera and update you guys on what's going on here. So long story short, I wanted to fill you in on what's happening here with my channel here on YouTube and my other socials and kind of update you with how I'm going to be engaging with you guys as an audience. So you may remember I posted a video, a few videos back now in the fall where I was essentially saying that I suspected that YouTube was kind of throttling my content, perhaps censoring it, or just kind of lowering it in the algorithm. That I was not getting the views and the engagement that I thought could be possible with this kind of content. I don't have grandiose aspirations to be some huge million follower channel and all that, but I did have the sense that for the kind of content I was creating, there is some interest out there and it wasn't really reaching people for some weird reason. So I thought I would kind of pivot and kind of move away from YouTube into IG and TikTok and see how they perform kind of as a split test against YouTube. Long story short, obviously there's a whole thing that's gone on with TikTok, right? And then there's also just whatever's happening with IG, which has been an ongoing thing for years now in terms of, it being hard to get traction with the algorithm there, with a lot of creators kind of feeling like they're only being seen by a very small fraction of their audience, etc. Right? So that's a real problem there. Long story short, I've been tinkering with some tools and figuring out how I can speed up my process, simplify my process, and overall get into a situation where I can make content more regularly because I want you guys to have the content I want to share. I want to communicate with you, but I don't want to be drained in the process. I don't want to be exhausted on top of working on, building the course that I'm creating and having a full client load, right? That's a little much. Here's where I've arrived with all this. Long story short, I'm going to be posting more on YouTube. Um, it holds value. There's a type of conversation we can have here that just doesn't really fit on the other apps so much from my point of view. So here's how it's going to go. I'm going to do YouTube. I'm going to try to do at least once a week. We'll see. Maybe I'll be doing more than that. But if I'm doing quality content, hopefully that will be sufficient. If you guys need more or want something covered, do leave a comment. But from there, I'm going to kind of break down clips from my YouTube stuff. I will be putting those in short form. I'll be probably trying YouTube shorts again. So I'll be putting some of those in shorts. So you'll see more of that from me. And that'll also, of course, be showing up on TikTok and IG as shorts over there as well. On top of that, if you are a TikTok person, I'm growing rapidly over there, and I want to see how big of a community I can build, how many people I can reach, of course. So I will be doing a series in particular, over at TikTok about how to heal yourself. So I'm going to create a very linear explanation of the steps and the sets of understandings you need to be able to heal yourself. It's essentially what I offer in my free course. So if you've seen the free course, you'll have that information already, but you may get something out of it as a follow. If you haven't seen my free course and you're more of a short attention span person, then perhaps TikTok would be a better place to get that. In addition, at TikTok, I'm also going to be offering more spiritual content because I kind of had something go a bit viral there, and it seems like there's an audience for input and thoughts and thinking about spiritual content over there. I'm also going to be kind of doing more kind of maybe Q&A stuff like that. So it'll be a little more interactive, obviously chunked down into either 1 minute or 3 minute videos, but there's some real good content there. Again, if it's not your thing though, stay here with me and the conversation's going to get really good. I realize that up to this point on the channel, I've shared a lot of interesting ideas, but they're kind of all over the map in terms of what I'm saying, and it can be a little bit piecemeal if you're trying to make sense of, well, how do I heal myself, or how does psychedelics and spiritual awakening and personal development, how's that all fit together, Dave? Like, if you're wondering that, stick with me here because I'm going to really try to focus the message here down to something that's much clearer and much more practical and doable as kind of the center of our conversation. And then there will be little bridges and branches off of that into the various topics. Because from my point of view, This really is a multi-dimensional, multifaceted, multi-layered understanding ultimately, right? And of course, life is that. So of course, an explanation about life or about ourselves would be that also, right? Anyways, all of this to say, I'm thrilled. I've got tons of content on deck. I'm passionate. I am feeling healthy and excited and looking forward to sharing with you guys much more. So please stick around, and there'll be new content on the way. Speaking of which, I'm about to shoot a video right now, which is going to come out very soon, which is really going to be some men's content. So for anyone who's following this who is men and wants some perspective, this won't be everything, but it'll be a little piece into that conversation. Okay, much love to you all. I hope you're doing well out there, and I will see you guys very soon.